scoring system is probably a little
No, it's
unique
weirdest
every
thing in
time.
the world. I don't even know how we score points or they score points, but it was good. I think Coach G mentioned that we got the win. The offense did, so that was awesome. And it felt really good just to be running real plays against in a live situation again.
Is that the first scrimmage since you've been here that the offensive won? Because
No.
it seems like the defense.
We've won. I mean, most time I guess the defense wins, but we probably won 3 or 4 since I've been here.
Okay.
But I think it was a good day for us.
Do you feel like the changes made in staff, with just new voices and new positions, just kind of sparked you guys a little bit, just having new ideas?
Yeah, I think just being able to have different ideas from different coaches and seeing different ways that they coach their new positions, I think it's been great for everyone on the offense so far.
Brian, spring practice kind of rejuvenate this team a little bit?
Yeah, just to be able to play football again and kind of start over on a new foot and get things rolling this year.
What is the main goal you guys want to do this spring practices?
Just, create continuity with our offense, with all the new stuff we got, learn that to the best of our ability, and make sure that we can just make our offense as good as we can and make the team as good as we can.
With Felton being gone, looks like Cody obviously has the potential to be a top outside guy, and it's already weird that it's his 3rd year. What do you see in him and potential to take another step?
I think he can easily be our #1 guy, just with his size and his speed in his hands. He can be a guy that can kind of fill Felton's shoes and maybe even be better than him, so we'll see.
Brian, Coach talked about how he said your arm is live going into spring practice. How do you feel going off the injury going into spring practice?
Much better. Obviously there's soreness just like any injury, but I do feel much better than what I did.
Brian, what did you see from the offensive line in that first scrimmage?
I think it was good. They made some checks, switching the protection a couple times. That was good. So I think overall, we ran the ball pretty decently. With our 2 offense, ran the ball pretty well. So.
Coach mentioned Elijah Collins. Did he have a big game?
Yeah, I'd say he had a good day running the ball. He's very good at finding the holes and making people miss in the hole and being shifty and just having that good vision.
Mindset changed last spring practice and everything. Last go around, I guess as a senior. Does that change anything going into I guess your final year?
Yeah, it definitely makes me appreciate it a little more. Just being my last one, haven't done it 4 or 5 times now. My time is coming to a close, so I'm trying just to kind of appreciate everything I have here.
Spring practice kind of weird though. Playing now in the cold, I guess, especially in March and everything.
It's the same, I guess, as what it has been. So not really much difference.
Just mention the MSU men's basketball team making it to the Sweet 16. How cool is that to be able to? I know you guys went to Chicago to see them.
It was awesome to be able to go to that game and cheer them on and see them win the Big Ten, and especially see them in the Sweet 16. I'm buddies with a lot of those guys, and I wish them all the best of luck in that game.
What did you guys take away from that experience? I mean, Coach wanted you to see that for a reason.
Oh yeah, it was good. Just be able to see a Big Ten championship being won by a big-time sport at our program. Kenny Goins after the game said, "You guys are up next." When we were all shaking all their hands and all that stuff. So it was definitely a good experience for us.
Probably going to ask you the same questions all over again. Brian, what's up, man? Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Just getting back out there, Coach kind of said, he wanted you guys to kind of reestablish who you are.
Yeah.
Where's that message coming from? Is it from him? Is it you guys as kind of veteran players? Who's kind of leading that charge?
I think just, our Eagle Council and everyone that has been here through the successes that we've had. And obviously we want to be able to get back to the successes that we've had. So just doing that is really big for us right now.
Where do you look at this team as you've been here for a couple springs now? You've seen it all before. How close is this team? It looks like you guys have everybody coming back for the most part, and it seems like you guys have a lot of guys who know what they're doing to run around out there.
Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell from spring ball. I've been through times where we've had really good spring ball and not so great in a season. We've had an average spring ball and had a very good season. So I don't think spring ball is too much of an indicator of it, but I have seen, good things and some playmakers from the offensive side of the ball.
We've been told you feel and look good, but how do you feel? Do you feel you look good?
I do. I think I could obviously look better. I always have a very high standard for myself, so I do feel much better than what I did. Obviously, still little bit of soreness, just with any injury that'll happen, but I do feel a lot better.
Is this the year that Brian gets his swagger back, maybe?
I'm hoping so. That's what I'm shooting for.
When you look at the defensive side of the ball and going against them, I mean, they're always ferocious around here, but what makes this group spring ball but kind of unique?
Yeah, talking about the defense?
Yeah, your defense.
They always come out and compete. They always talk trash to us. We always do. We do it back too. I mean, offense, defense, we always talk trash. And just them being the #1 run defense in the nation and being probably top 5 or whatever they were last year. Going up against them every day, it's a challenge, and we look forward to competing against them every day.
Running backs, who's starting to tote the ball a little bit more?
Today in the scrimmage, I saw good things from Anthony Williams, the true freshman coming in. He had a lot of good runs. He has speed, and he's able to make people miss. Elijah Collins also as well.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
What do you feel best about how you played so far this spring?
What I feel best about?
Yeah.
Honestly, just kind of getting back into it and trust my arm again, and making throws that I know I can make.
And you mentioned you being a tough critic on your own. I mean, what's some things that you thought you could be improving on these next couple weeks?
Just accuracy. That's always something that I've wanted to work on. It's like a guy I know has always told me if there's a door, don't aim for the door, aim for the door handle. So you're trying to hit a small target. That's accuracy is just something I always work on.
As far as messages from the coaches for the offense in particular, Cody mentioned that maybe you want to forget about the past a little bit. Was that kind of a message that they had this year for you?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of move on from last season. We've already learned from it. We've watched the film. We've gone over it enough. I think it's time to start a new season. That's what the spring ball does for us.
Go ahead.
What does it mean, too, that you have so much experience coming back at those receiver positions and so much speed when you think about Stewart and Naylor and even Nelson, what they're able to bring to this offense?
It's really good, to have guys that, Daryl's 5th-year senior being my age, Cody's 3rd year now, Larice is 3rd year, Speedy, obviously, he's coming off a great year last year, too. So I think all of them, just having that experience and being in the offense, they know how to run the routes, they know how I like to throw them, so all that is good for us.
Coach D mentioned the offensive line. He said he's seen some steps there. Are there any newer guys in there that we didn't see last year, I guess, that are part of that mix? Yeah.
That I've been getting AJ Arcuri, I would say. He's been getting a little more playing time, getting into the mix. I think he's improving a lot right now. So.
Other than that, same guys that we saw last year, mostly.
Yeah, basically.
I gotcha.
Any
Blake Buter too, but he.
Yeah, I consider him. Yeah.
Is there any individual plays that stood out from the scrimmage as far as that stood out to you as a guy making a real nice play, whether on offense or defense?
Daryl had a really nice catch at the end of the scrimmage to kind of help seal it for us. Connor had a nice run when he was able to score a touchdown for us. So those are probably the highlights I've experienced today.
I asked Coach D if he made it tight at the end like he always does, and he basically said yes. But so, what was the deciding? Did you guys have to get a first down, or what was the deciding situation? Since I know it's not like real football.
We were up by, obviously, like you said, he keeps coast. We were up by 3 or something, and we had to score a field goal. He switched position on us. We had to get at least a field goal to win the game. And that was when Daryl made that great catch to help us get close, and we were able to make the field goal. So,
all right. I'm sure you've probably been asked about this. Are you starting to see some of these changes take effect? And as much as you can tell us, what sort of are the differences that you're noticing out there in terms of philosophy and everything?
I don't know if I can talk too much about philosophy, but just as far as the coaches go, like each coach has their own style. And, they all have a different way to coach. Coach Warner is a little more probably harsh than Coach Salem was on us, which I think is very good for all of us right now, especially me. And so just seeing that change, and I'm sure all the other guys would agree, I think it's been good for us.
Talk a little bit about C.J. Hayes. His name has been mentioned around here today, and so what have you seen out of him that has gotten him to the point where coaches are mentioning him and your guys on offense are mentioning him?
Yeah, just seeing him grow and embrace the physical receiver that he is. I think it's been really good. Obviously, he's a bigger guy, and he can kind of get off that press coverage a lot better than most guys can. I think he's embracing that.
I've been asking about Josh Butler, too. I think he's a guy that is obviously going to be taking on sort of a bigger role. Was playing really good ball last year until sort of we didn't see him for a little bit and everything. Now that he's sort of in that role and you're throwing against him every day, what do you see from him?
I think very good. It picked me off the other day in practice, pissed me off a little bit, but I think I've been seeing good things from him. Obviously, I don't probably notice as much as most guys would. Maybe a receiver know better, but he's been playing pretty well.
I think that's everything for me. Appreciate it.
Cool, no problem.
So based on your record in the past 3 years on your team, it's been a little streaky for the team. Are you guys doing anything in particular to fix that this year?
We, for the most part, we try not to focus. Obviously, records are important, the wins are important. We just focus on trying to go out and have a winning day in practice every day, and try to hope that translates onto game day come fall time.
And how would you say the morale of the team is so far this season?
It's great. Just to be able to start over new and get spring ball rolling and kind of start a new season, I think it's really good for us.
How much did your dad's mantra roll through your head last year when you were hurt? Your best ability is your availability. How much was that pounding in your skull last year when you were hurt?
Yeah, a lot, especially in, I think it kind of started in 2016 when I broke my leg. That was kind of when he gave me that phrase, and it's very true. Your best ability is your availability, and obviously I wasn't available as healthy as I know I could have been. So that definitely was wrong with my mind, for sure.
So now talk about, Coach D proclaimed that every spot is open. Nobody's got a spot, So talk about, I guess, maybe the fire in your belly kind of being doubled up because, you being hurt and also because of the way the offense wasn't able to click as well as it should.
I think that's a very fair statement, and it does fire me up. It makes you want to earn that spot and secure it. And going through spring ball, I think there's things that you can do that can impress a coach, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now.
When did you feel, or how are you feeling as far as getting back to maybe Brian Lewerke we saw 2 seasons ago?
Working on it every day. I think I'm getting close. Obviously, there's improvement that needs to be made. Like I said, I'm a hard critic of myself, so I always see room for improvement, and I try working on it every day.
And the hair, this is kind of this is almost like a come down. I mean,
I know. I haven't cut the sides in a while, specifically because I'm shaving off my hair for cancer, for child cancer, in about a couple of weeks right before our spring game. So that's why I didn't want to, pay $30 for a haircut and then shave it all off. So, but that's what I got right now.
So we're gonna see you with I'm trying to think who had
almost probably like yours almost.
Okay, okay, all right,
honestly,
all right.
Might be.
That's gonna hurt a little bit, isn't it?
It probably will. I've never had my hair that short, and I'll probably be really white too.
Okay. Thanks.
No problem.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.